been 2.5 months since I've seen Eric in person, and it's time to see what kind of progress he's made.
Dude, what the heck is this? What's up, dude? Oh my goodness. Dude, you look crazy. Oh my God, dude. This is, you look like a completely different human.
I know.
It's late November here in Sacramento, and I'm back to see how my twin brother is doing on his 6-month journey to see if we can get him in the best shape of his life. Over these last 2.5 months, I've been having Eric send me screenshots every morning of the previous day's calories and macros he ate, as well as the calories he burned, all according to the food he's been tracking and the Apple Watch he's been using. Based on these numbers alone, I can tell he's been putting in some dedicated hard work. We now have just over 3 months to tighten up the plan to get him shredded, but first we decided to sit down and talk through the last few months.
Tell me quick about your outfit. These are actual swimming trunks, is that right? Were you going to the water park today, or do you have a method behind this?
Yeah, they come built in with an extra layer of boxer briefs. Well, not boxer, but it's a lining. I wear boxers under that, so it just keeps all the moisture contained.
You know, athletic shorts are the same kind of concept, that breathability.
I would say the first 5-6 weeks was literally my body adapting to it. Prior to this, I was probably ingesting maybe 1,200 total calories in food a day or less, and probably about the same in beer. And now it's like pretty much 0 alcohol and like 2,500 to 2,700 calories of food every single day.
And you've been hitting like 200 plus grams of protein a day.
I've been averaging between 200 and 225 grams of protein every day. And then I've been averaging between 700 to 1,000 calorie deficit every day. I've dropped 2 pant sizes. I was at a 34, I moved down to 33, and now I could easily go to 32. It's crazy how doing the same thing every day consistently, it's literally math. Right. I would not say that this is necessarily hard daily, but when you add it all up, it's a lot. It starts to compound. When we first started, I was really excited. A lot of times you see that excitement burn out in anybody. I see it like at my job. Somebody gets hired and it's like there's a timer that starts where their little light just kind of burns out. For me, I'm like, I do not want to do that. And that's why I really want to reiterate, it's like, this is something you have to want to do. Yeah. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. Mm-hmm. But I just basically take it in bite-sized chunks every single day. I wake up, I make sure I get the proper protein and fuel in my body. I get the hardest part of my day, which is my cardio and my strength training done. The rest of the day is easy. And if I just think about, oh God, I have to do all this work in 6 months, you'll just overwhelm yourself. I am also just constantly hungry and constantly sore. When we first started this, I know I weighed 171 and I shot up to like 176. So I gained like 4 pounds pretty quickly.
You were still creating a deficit and you were still putting on weight.
But I think that's just that huge boost in calories of food. And then it kind of spiked, leveled out, and now I'm really seeing a lot of just the extra fat. Most of that beer belly that you zoomed in on last video, thank you very much. It's pretty much gone. It feels like just mostly loose skin.
Whereas before that felt a lot more...
It felt like a Costco hot dog was just kind of sitting in here, dude. Yeah, and then my face was all puffy. It's just nice to not feel so inflamed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Cool, good talk.
Should we end it there?
A lot of people have been asking me, oh, you must feel so amazing and so wonderful and have this new lease on life. They're treating me like I just got out of jail or something. But with my personality, I went 0 to 1,000. It's not like this magical wonderment of, oh, you're floating on clouds. No, it's a lot of work. And I think the feelings of endorphins and feeling good are really at the end of the day when you're just like, I hit all these personal goals in my life and I know overall what I'm doing is better for me and hopefully the people around me.
They get your freaking swim short special.
Dude, the swim short special.
I bet you've got motivated days and then a lot of unmotivated days, right? And
absolutely. Dude, I am motivated every day.
So there's got to be some days where you're like, this is the last thing I want to do right now.
It sounds crazy, but in the past 11, 12 weeks, I've maybe had 3 days where I haven't felt
That's amazing. We obviously see each other's numbers and like how many active calories you're burning every day. The Apple Watch, we're able to share that information. By the way, Apple's not sponsoring any of this, but I've found that since you've started this, I've gotten way more competitive and been putting in even more work. The numbers you send me every day are wild. I'm talking like 1,600, 1,700, 1,800 active 5 calorie move days, which means you're expending easily over 3,500 calories on some days. And that's where it's like our twinness, and this is how we've always been, just like trying to kind of one up each other.
You're looking at yourself every day, like, look at this asshole. And then he's looking at me like, look at that asshole. But it's like a mirror.
After chatting through everything, we decided to get a workout in, and I was curious to see how far he had come since his first workout with me back in September. So we headed to his gym, and I had Eric take me through his chest day.
I'm excited to see freaking new games in action, fam.
I can't hear a word you're saying. I like to do circuits, so I will typically do like set of bench, set of push-ups, and then I'll do cable flies. I'll do a drop set of that with push-ups in between, and that'll be one set.
Let's freaking do it.
I'm gonna start real quick with a set of push-ups.
Yeah, same.
Warm up.
You start your Apple Watch?
Oh, no.
Dude, you're looking crazy, man. Oh yeah! I can tell you've already really learned the idea of getting that pump. As soon as you can, adding more weight over time, that'll really, really help.
I am, but I'm just listening to my body. It's not like I'm not gonna get as good of a workout. I just do not want to risk injury.
Dude, I think you might be onto something with these swim trunks here. All the way up, all the way up. There it is. Come get like right here next to me so you're in the shot. Wow, I hate you for that.
This is gonna be bad. Come on, dude. Dude, 60s? I'm actually feeling as big as you.
You almost have more size than me.
Now that we're working out together and I can see kind of my weight numbers, obviously you're still stronger. It just at least feels good to see those comparable results. I might need a spot for this.
Yeah, I got you.
Parkour that. I'm gonna go for 6, all right?
You got this, easy. Controlled breath, control that breathing. 5. Ah, you got 2 more. 6, push out of that shit. Let's go. Come on, there it is. 8. Get it, get it. The fact that we're doing the same weight in 2.5 months, sir.
Dude, my goal is to look better than you, you know. At least the same.
You can easily get there if you just keep training.
Yeah, I do need to dial it down.
When you moderate it a little bit and allow for just a bit more recovery, your body can just perform super efficiently. If you're constantly driving your car on red, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna break down more often and it's not gonna be as efficient.
It's so true. And this whole time I've been on red. I've been feeling pretty confident with my diet overall, but I think like what you said with just cutting down some of the cardio, what I'd like to do is maybe 30 to 40 minutes worth of cardio, like very light walking or elliptical, and then do like 70 to 80 minutes strength training.
Yeah. I think that would be the most ideal scenario all the way into end of February.
It feels like because I've been in such an extreme calorie deficit, maybe my body's holding on to a lot of this extra fat storage.
It just takes time. That's like 80, 90%. You're like, I'm putting in so much work day after day. Why isn't it all just gone?
There's days where you just feel shredded. There's days I've woken up, that's why I didn't want to look at myself for 2 weeks, because I'm like, I want to look at myself once I see some results, because I'm over this shit. Because there's days where I would look at myself and I'd kind of slouch.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, I look exactly like the guy on day one.
It just takes time, and then before you know it, you're like, huh, okay, I get it.
Your freaking cash and prices is right in my face. Dude, one time this guy was spotting me, and it smelled like he had 6 raw onions in his pockets. I'm like, dude, can you please not spot me? I'd rather break my chest open. Go shower. Dude, like, why do you have an onion garden in your crotch right now?
That's rough. Crank this freaking guy way up. It's crazy.
Help me. Just as you said it, dude, you jinxed me. Honestly, it was the onion crotch that got me.
I was crazy impressed with Eric during the workout. He had gained an enormous amount of strength in just 2 months and was lifting almost as heavy as I was. If you didn't know, Eric actually works as a bartender at a restaurant close to his house, and I was curious about how he was managing all of the workouts and food tracking in addition to working bartending shifts and just living his life.
So I do 4 days a week bartending minimum. My earliest shift starts at 2:30.
Yeah.
And then that ranges to like 4, 4:30 or 5. So I get all my workouts done before that. What's cool about bartending, well, I'm constantly moving. So say I go into work and my active calories for the day are at 1,000. I'm gonna achieve another 300 to 500 calories on top of that just for my shift. What a lot of people forget is the human brain and the human body is very adaptive. And it really goes back to what I said in our first series. Don't do this unless you really want to do it. Because if you really want to do it, you will adapt to it.
Yeah.
And you will make the time to do it. No matter what your schedule is, the first 3 weeks to a month are gonna suck. But the minute I figured out like my routine, and if you can learn how to self-edit along the process, which I did, not that you're cutting corners, but you're just making your process as streamlined and efficient as possible, because the diet and weighing, all of that takes time too. It becomes probably closer, I'd say, to about 3 hours a day, if not more. But again, so the more you can find ways to streamline the whole thing and just develop your system that works best for your lifestyle.
It's pretty crazy to see your progress. And what was it, a week and a half after you started this, you had lost a week due to getting COVID.
Yeah, I missed a whole week for COVID, and then I missed half a week because our grandmother passed away.
Yeah.
I'm about 9.5 weeks in. I'm doing this in 6 months, but the cool thing is anybody can start and just make it a new habit in their life. Obviously, it is good to set goals, but we do live in such a hardened, goal-oriented, the capitalist mentality. It's so easy to be like, damn, where are the results? And I still am forgetting to just enjoy and embrace being in nature and enjoying the physical aspect, enjoying some of the suffering behind it, enjoying the food, and really making the most of every single day.
Yeah.
But that's really a mentality that transcends through life. And rather than looking at life as like, oh, this sucks, really taking the opportunity that we have to live with our awareness and making the most of it. Anybody who comes into the bar that I work at, I have zero judgment. People go through what you go through. And I've been that guy at the bar, trying to wash away my own anxiety and depression. That clouded stuff is very self-inflicted. When you can face that shit head on and really wake yourself up to just embracing the beauty of what we have around us, it just helps you reframe stuff to have a much higher respect and patience and appreciation for life.
Yeah.
And I can't express that's. It's one of the coolest things.
And that's why I appreciate your perspective on if people come into your bar, it's it's no judgment. It's okay. There's broken people, or maybe they're just having a drink. We don't know people's journey or where they're at. It's just so much easier to just give people the benefit of the doubt. But then when you finally come to terms like I did, I came to the same conclusion a few years ago where I was like, I need something different. I want this.
Exactly.
But I'm crazy freaking proud of you, dude. When I walked in yesterday and saw you, I was like, dude, who is this guy? Even your personality from 2 months ago to now, it's like a 2.0 you. It's easy to look at only the superficial vanity of dude, how are your striations on your muscles or whatever. But the deeper stuff is what I really love, that self-improvement and where those internal things where you can conquer the anxiety or the depression. That's the stuff that I'm I'll give my life for that kind of stuff.
I don't know how you did this all on your own. I'm texting you constantly. Dude, am I having enough protein? I'm feeling too skinny. Am I doing this enough? Am I doing that? That is huge. And hopefully there's people who can relate.
And one of the nice things about you having me is being that we're twins, so many things you've texted me these last couple months, I had that same line of thought or that same kind of worry in that moment. I'm able to just reassure you nope, dude, just trust the process. You're doing everything right. Or I can reel you back, take a rest day, dude, or eat more food. And that's super helpful because it's so easy to just dive into this and go crazy hardcore without realizing you're just redlining for weeks and weeks. And then that's why a lot of people burn out and then just give up. You guys, stay freaking tuned to this series. It's not a ton of videos. It's going to be maybe 4 or 5 total videos, but it's going to be good freaking stuff. And by the time we get into next year, it's going to be fun.
I feel right now I'm kind of at base camp, and now it's the climb is really beginning. But again, most importantly, I'm going to be listening to my body to make sure I'm safe and healthy.
Yes.
Dude, I appreciate you and I fucking love you.
Even though Eric had been putting in some very hard work, he had still been feeling like he hadn't made much progress. So before leaving Sacramento, I decided to show Eric a before and after of his progress so far. This was his reaction.
Okay, so I want to show you your progress that you've made over these last 11 weeks, because we obviously took a photo of what you look like on September 1. You were telling me like, dude, I feel like I haven't really made any progress. So are you ready to see this?
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my God. Dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. Who was that guy? Dude, that actually makes me kind of sad. But, I mean, also really freaking motivated. This is crazy.
If you look at here, you've totally trimmed this down.
Okay, that makes me feel actually pretty damn good. That is insane.
Yeah.
Those are hard to look at, man.
That's crazy.
Those old ones
Versus-
are
yeah.
really hard to look at.
As much as it's like, I don't want to take a picture of myself with my shirt off all the time,
Yeah, yeah.
but it is important to take progress photos so you can be like, oh wow, I am making progress.
Dude, send that to
Visually
me.
see it. Oh yeah.
That is freaking wild.
The plan for the next 3 months is to have Eric begin cutting in December at around a 500 calorie deficit per day. The goal is to see if we can have him lose around 10 to 12 pounds from where he's currently at by the end of February 2024, with the final target weight somewhere in the low 160s. There's a lot more work to be done, and the hard part is only beginning. Does Eric have the willpower, discipline, and focus to get shredded with just 3 months left?
Yo, dude.
I saw, dude.
No, let's start that again. What's up? That would have been really funny if you said a suck. All right, dude. So I have something to show you.
Yeah?
Dude,
Dude, why are you...
should we do it one more time?
Yeah, dude, this is what you're going to do. Like, yo, dude.
All right, dude. So, 11...
What?
I'm gonna stay sitting and we'll...
Okay, I'm ready. Do you have anything to show me?
No, I can't be there. All right, it. Let's start it again. I got this. What's up, dude?
I saw.
So you're not on any gear then, huh?
Dude, could you imagine? What if you showed up, dude, and I was just freaking beefed out, back acne.
And you're like
I'm
bald.
balding. I'm just all pissed off. I'm like, you ready to shoot? Do you think we'll show them that?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Maybe if they want to donate like $25
To who?
to me. All right, let's go eat some turkey.
Yeah. Dude, you've made some freaking crazy progress.
Oh, are we still filming?
Yeah. Well, I'll just close it out for...
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good closeout. You're very valued. This is called the condescending scratch. But you got to make the faces. There's just a little smidge of disappointment.
And don't look at me. You look at the
You
hand
have
that's
to-
scratching the other.
Just a little bit of disappointment. You know, Summer's one of the persons that works with her at the shop. She lives in the neighborhood, and she's like,
Summer is Eric's girlfriend.
that's my girlfriend. She runs a boutique. One of her employees says, I always see your boyfriend walking around Midtown in swimming trunks. Apparently she told her, yeah, he wore like the same swimming trunks 3 days in a row. Why does he wear that and you always look so good?
I think it's brilliant. I commend your boldness.
But I'm usually having about 800 to 1,000 calories before every
Holy
shift.
shit.
So I'm going in like bricked
Pretty
up.
full. Yeah.
That's probably the wrong term.
Yeah, sure. Bricks of protein, right?
Yeah, but I think that has to do with something else.
Oh.
No, I think it means like you're kind of getting hard.
Oh, I've never heard that term before.
But anyways, I don't go into work bricked up, but I go into work. I go into work very full. I go into work.
Dude, bricked up.
Man.
Sure, dude. Bricked up.
You've never heard that before?
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, dude. I guess it's a new thing.
Cool, we can cut that. Let me just review the footage. Dude, Eric, you actually look freaking crazy.
That's wild.
Holy